Now you may ask yourself, what is this randomized challenge I'm doing myself in this Angry Birds Epic event? To put it simple, I'm using a random number generator to not only generate numbers, but also makes me decide first which birds to use, which will come through 1 through 5, red to blues, and then it'll generate 1 through 7, which class do I use. So the first one would be, for example, red, it'd be the knight, it'd be number 1, going all the way down to Ronin, which is number 7. And this applies to all the birds as well. And lastly, I would also randomly generate which set item combo I will use, which I will refer to the golden pig that has all the classes, or not classes, the set items listed in order, and that's how I'm going to pick 1 through 7 exclusively for red because he has an exclusive set item combo, while the other birds get a random number generated from 1 through 6. Now, this is kind of its early stages of this randomized challenge. I want to make it a little bit different next time there's an event. Maybe I'll do it for the Colossal, I don't know what it's called, but it's like the squid thing, whatever it's called. But yeah, that's kind of just the premise, randomizing numbers, seeing what combos I picked, and in the end, you kind of see some weird combos that you wouldn't expect to work. Anyways, on to the video. Oh, like and sub as well, don't forget. Oh, and one more thing, I'm also not allowed to use potions, so yeah, that's gonna also make it much more difficult if I end up in a situation where I need to heal, but I have no healer, so you kind of see what the challenge is in that for this video, kind of. And so, for example, here, so we chose red, and I got number 5, which is Paladin, and then I got Matilda, which is number 3 on the random number generator, and then I get her second class, Druid, and then I get Bob, randomly generate the number, and I get Cannoneer, and this is where I refer to the golden pig. So one would be the iron armor, but in this case I actually don't know what happens, but I'm basically just looking at the golden pig machine to see which set items I end up using, which in this case I randomly generated the katana set, and then Matilda, oh yeah, I got the horse combo, I don't know what it's called, and then for bomb I got hook. So yeah, and it's going to be the premise for most of this video. It'll just be generate whatever numbers I get some crazy or weird combos depending on my luck, and then just see how it works out. Like in this battle, yeah, no, this one's very easy. It gets worse though, don't worry about it. Also, I just gotta make it clear throughout these battles, I won't be commentating on every single randomly generated fight, because sometimes I don't really need to say anything, it's just like easy pickings, not really anything to deal with. And yeah, I will just be mute for some of the other fights, but if anything notable happens, I'm of course gonna talk about it. So yeah, let the randomness begin. Kind of an underwhelming final boss, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's kind of how it goes by segments. So we just move on. Kind of just didn't take advantage of Bomb when he has the Rage Chili and just like do that to everyone. Very light. I know this is the first fight that I'm going to speed up, but hear me out on this one. Okay, so I'm going through this fight as expected, and beyond the look out for these types of enemies. So this specific one down there has a little volleyball right there. There is a bug that, just let the footage play. Yeah, I kill him, and because I instinctively wanted to use the bird's attack, it doesn't let me. It like soft locks me. Now, I don't know if they're gonna fix that bug eventually, but you're gonna see this enemy one time. I'm just gonna tell you right now, he's already popped up in a previous footage I had of the gameplay. I'm just trying to say that you've seen him before. You will see him in a future upload. Because no, these types of enemies you have to look out for. Especially if they are summoned in a, you know, chaos sense, maybe like the final boss for Wispe. Because if that happens, all that time you spent into it goes to waste. And if it happened though, yeah, we beat this level. Very easy. And I didn't learn my lesson. I still did it one more time. If anything, this is more of the challenge I'm dealing with than just randomly generated combos. While we're on this conversation, I kind of do want to say that I want to try different ways of making this challenge a bit more difficult. My first idea is kind of crazy. Actually, I'm going to keep that on the low. I have some ideas for the next challenge. Give it a few more days and you'll see what I'm cooking up with. Because yeah, I need to upload this and the dungeons video real quick. And now we're on to this fight, which, yeah, we're now using 4 birds. This is not really a challenge of anything. If I remember, you just face just a wizard pig variant that just does a lot of damage. This synergy is actually kind of one I really like because you got the Frost Savage inflicting freeze, you got the Rain Bird inflicting damage, you got the Stone Guard taking advantage of that, and then just, what was it, Treasure Hunters just being what they're doing best, is deflecting any negative effects that come our way. Besides that, not a hard fight at all. I'd also like to mention at this part right here, so we face this boss that has around, I think, 50 to 80,000 health, which is an outrageous amount of health because look at all that damage I'm doing, and he's still not dead. This is the reason why I want to implement a different variation of the challenge, because we shred this, yeah, 50,000. We shred this boss pretty fast, and I think I know a way to maybe make this harder for the next time we do this challenge. It will be a while till we make a event-based story, so, or whatever it's called. Also, haven't seen this buddy in a while. Bomb with the toy thing, whatever, to get out coins. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? I haven't been grinding for silver coins in a while. They don't have time to change. And while I'm at it, I just like to say, yeah, I don't know how to feel something about these fights because I do all this random number generator and then just ends in like 5 seconds. So yeah, there's a reason why these types of fights are kind of in the work in progress, and I'm kind of just letting the gameplay do most of the work for me. I don't really like how this is kind of how this video goes, but eventually I'll nail this. I have a good idea of how to master this. Just give me some time. And storage too, because I'm trying to also get rid of a lot of these clips, because the storage it takes is killing my computer. So I need to get rid of this and pump them out with at least some effort into it. So yeah. And I guess I can probably add a little hint if you're actually watching the video. The next challenge will be around the, I think I already mentioned it actually in this video. I don't know if I did or not, but I will have to cover a lot of the mini bosses, the overworld bosses, just because, yeah, I kind of want to see if these types of like challenges could apply to that and see how that goes to kind of test out, because as I said a while before I got cut off, we don't have like an event like this until like Halloween, which it's August right now, so 2 months without this, and I don't think I'll be playing this religiously. I think by the time it will be October, I hope to have all the videos out that I need, and then the last 2 post-game caves that I need to finish, hopefully those are done by then. So I have a lot to work with, so give me time. I'll catch up. Now, I don't know why, but just looking at these like combinations of set items and classes, they kind of look clean. I don't know. Like sometimes it's not even like just like the synergy. Sometimes it just looks like clean. Like I don't know, something about that illusionist with the mana set just, I don't know, sticks out to me. Very good. And especially those set combos like Blues and Matilda, the little plant-based vegan combos. They look very snazzy. Now I'll admit, this is probably one of the few times I think these are actually like a serious combo that is made. You got the Sorcerer dealing a bunch of damage, you got the Princess healing, you got the Corsair healing as well. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen a combo that actually looks like something I might consider using, so yeah, right after I did the last voiceover too, so timing of these gotta be crazy. And now we're at the final fight. Yeah, this is a combination for sure. So we got the Knight with the Dragon Tooth combo, we got Bomb with the Candy, Candy Bomb, and then Matilda with the Stun, and then Blues with Tricksters with... I'll admit, I do need to make a tier list eventually of these set combos, but yeah, I don't know. That Save Me combo is probably one of the worst combos I've seen in the game. I just am one to say it, and I stand by it. Also, the Rebirth one by Chuck. That one also is like atrocious, so I will eventually do that. Make a video about the sets because I feel like that should happen, but it'll be in the ideas list for now. Now this fight is kind of scary because it only takes 2 turns to even do its damage, and it deals a bunch of damage, especially if you're not shielded up, which, yeah, I only have Knight. Only protects 1 bird. You see that right there? That is probably one of the worst things you gotta deal with. And if you don't have the shield, next turn, we'd be dead. But we get the lucky chance to heal up our birds thanks to Bomb's set item combo, which I think if it weren't for that, this probably would have been the first fail, because yeah, no, I don't think I see myself ever beating this with this team. W Bomb though with the set combo, very good. Now, I wish I said this was like randomized because, yeah, you might think I'm just rigging it, but it wasn't. So I not only get the Stone Guard combo, but I also get the Primal Power ability, which basically does more damage on enemies that already have negative attack or negative effects. And in this case, the Skulkers applied their that thing that just kind of makes everyone take more damage. That's synergy. And then I can also use the Stone Guard support to apply more negative effects, which again fuels the Stone Guard and the combo. Yeah, no, this is probably one of the most luckiest and also kind of an ironically good pick. The only downside I don't like is just like having my heals only rely on Piggy McCool. And stuns as well. I feel like stuns is also atrocious because yeah, stun a lot of my birds through these golden pigs and it's kind of wraps. Let's just cut up to the part where we go to the end. And now we face this big Mother Golden Pig, which, yeah, this fight really just shredding this boss. And yeah, our best hope was to just take the hit, obviously, because we can't really do anything about it. Did I apply a shield? I did apply the shield, just because I can apply more damage with the stun, the shield breaker, or whatever it's called, and then yeah, heal up. Obviously, this is also why I was very hesitant about this combo, just because no shields, especially against the Mother of Golden Pigs, does a lot of damage, but we do a lot more back, so might consider using other combinations, really, because yeah, this is a cracked combo. W win. Now this is the end where I just showed the class we get. Doesn't really matter because I already showed it in the unedited version, but I just like to say that's kind of the challenge. Randomized numbers gives me different combos. Hoping this can pan out better than I think for the next time, because I feel like there's a lot of open changes I can do. And just thank you again for the support. I have been loving getting all this support from you guys, and I continue to do better each video, so it won't take a long time for the next one. See you on the next one.